All right, I think we're recording. Can you say something?
Hello.
All right, volume levels look good. All right, new folder. All right, let's see. So, what'd you change, content-wise?
Changed. Let's see here. It did a little. There were a couple of dialogue changes. I think probably like panel-wise, the only things that kind of really changed were the bully run-in, and that might be it. It might have been mainly sort of dialogue tweaks, or like some line changes.
Okay.
Like Jesse had a good point with like the relationship between Twyla and Jim. Like it's definitely not the most, so far as what we've seen, it's not the most nurturing.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's a good point as far as like focusing, making sure we hit on that in 5 to kind of either make it difficult for him to leave or give him something to fight for.
Yeah.
We just kind of have like a tender moment between them, so it's not all like her yelling at him.
Yeah.
He had something like when he came back from the flea market with the sword and like was going to his room, like he mentioned something in there, and I was kind of like, I don't feel like I have the space to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it would have ballooned it out too much.
Yeah.
And we're already like jam packed full.
Yeah.
It's a lot. We get a lot done in this issue.
All right. All right. I'll just start boxing out. So, I mean, like, you're doing like, I guess just let me know too if you want it skinnier. Trying to think. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The vertical one. Let's see. Hey, Elliot.
See the bitches on the way up.
Oh, nice.
What? Kevin?
Hey, Elliot.
He's there. You can see his computer screen. He's drawing. The comic. Oh, what's he drawing? What's that? What does it look like? A kitty. So cute kitty? Yeah. Stick the tongue out, huh?
Can I have that? Are you done here?
Hmm?
Are you done?
No.
Where?
What do you mean?
How long will it be done?
What? Why are you popping bubbles in the script?
Because it's Bubba.
It's bubbles?
Hmm?
You love bubbles?
Hmm?
Mm, gross stuff.
Mom.
Mom.
Mom, there's someone upstairs.
Oh, yeah?
Hmm?
Mama bear?
Hmm? I told her the bear was my car.
You've been watching Brave lately?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I still haven't seen Brave.
Well, she fights us on like like there's a few movies that she wants to watch.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, we don't want to watch those movies anymore. We want to watch something new. She fights us on it, and then she loves it when we watch it.
Oh.
It's just getting through that first viewing.
Yeah.
What?
Mommy, can you pretend to be your four brothers and just my mama bear?
Oh, you.
Can you taste the mama bear?
Taste the mama bear?
What does he make it?
What are you going to do with mama?
What?
What are you going to do with mama?
The bear?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Mama.
Where is he going?
He's drawing some clouds over the sun.
What is he doing on it?
I don't know. We'll see. Seems like he'll draw a vertical panel with Jim lounging with his arms behind his head, staring up at the sky.
Where is he going now?
No birdies.
Where are birdies? Where are birdies? Where are birdies?
Right there.
Why are they not following?
Because it's just a picture.
Who's
You're silly.
Let's see. And then so I get it. Like you kind of want some like sort of like hard shadows on him. Like, is it what sort of noon?
Yeah, it's sort of just overhead.
Just straight sort of top down, so you really only sort of see him and like the deck panels.
Yeah. And maybe just like the edge of it. So you can kind of see the lip.
Are you in, like?
You gotta get the Kool-Aid in his backpack and the crackers near the edge. You're glad the video is off.
Close up on Jim as he rolls his eyes. So it's sort of like three. Is three all the way down the bot? Well, no.
No, I don't think it needs to be. I mean, I think you could keep the vertical panel kind of narrow to the left, and then use like kind of a bigger square to the right of that, maybe.
I mean, I kind of want enough to establish it. I mean, I don't want to cut it too small.
Brush your teeth. It's not bedtime yet.
Um,
in bed? Is he over?
No.
When is he gonna be over?
there's like a lot going on in three. I mean, I think two's fine. In your mind, do you? I know I always draw the reverse of your like.
Yeah.
Is this the pose?
Yeah.
Right here.
I mean, in theory, we could probably do 2 and 3. I mean, you could do 2 and 3 together, I guess.
I don't want to do them together. I was even maybe like, could three be broken into like two more that are sort of here, and then close up on Jim eye roll, because you really don't.
I mean, like if we're saying that like 3 is a wide shot to get you like the sense of that sort of top down view, or not top down, but like sort of like a higher in the sky view of like where everybody is at.
Yeah.
I think 2 is just more of like, hey, here's Jim, and he's relaxing on the porch with some stuff, and then we see like what the context of him relaxing on the porch is, because you get that bubble of like of the off panel Grampy line in that second panel.
Yeah. Because I don't know, it doesn't seem like you need much for the hand, or I don't know. Maybe you do,
No.
because you need to make. You need to show the hand relative to where everything is.
I mean, I think that's why, like, if you can establish like the edge of if you can establish where the crackers are and the edge of the porch there, then like once you get there, you don't need a whole lot of information for that last one. But if you have the edge running down like his left shoulder, or like just past his just so that you can see where it's at.
I mean, yeah, I'd have to draw them pretty large. Well, I feel like I got to get close in then. Let me think. So, like, because if I'm on a full comic, that's like an actual comic size. Just trying to think what I have room to deal with. I mean, I guess that's pretty good. I think the crackers sort of become like
Yeah.
that. He's got his legs sort of kicked off.
Yeah. Kind of bent at the knee right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then, so I'll probably move all that up. That's really... Okay, so I think that works. Would you say what else is important in there? The backpack?
Well, yeah, I just list like the Kool-Aid in the backpack, but the Kool-Aid he never drinks from, the crackers is really, and then the backpack he grabs when Twyla comes out. So it just kind of has to be around there.
I think I'll draw the Kool-Aid intentionally off panel so you kind of know not to worry about it.
Yeah.
That'll let that be the main. And I guess I'll kind of make clear that there's like a...
Yeah, you gotta have like your lattice or whatever down there.
Okay, and then... And I think what I can do is like... I'll move it back. I know I have a tendency to like go in too close. I think we can let this panel breathe a little more down to there, and then for like all of that, give it a little more room. And then for 3,
yeah, don't forget there's an off-panel bubble in there too. Anyway, so.
Oh right.
The second one.
You know, it's like, do you want to see him before the... I guess you really want the... Sorry, go ahead.
It would kind of be coming from the top too, so like you could shift it down, and the bubble could be up at the top.
It's a big bubble. What is this? Usually like 1 inch. I think end result, I'll probably. Oh shit. I always put everything on the same layer. I think I'll probably zoom out even more. We'll see.
I feel like you could probably like make that panel even like thinner if you wanted to. Like I like getting his legs off there, but I think if you pull out, then you can make it thinner. But I guess the question comes down to like how wide do you want to go on panel 3?
Yeah, I mean, I want to start because we don't have like an establishing shot. I just feel
Yeah.
like I'd want enough room to kind of at least start getting an idea for them that there's a deck there,
Yeah.
that there's the I don't know. Maybe I get too caught up in that, like needing that establishing shot.
I mean, three is the establishing shot as far as like letting you know where everything is.
Yeah, I just know it's like that's that first panel where they're trying to like figure out what they should focus on. I think it's good because it sort of establishes that like Jim's what we need to be focusing on this issue.
Yeah.
It's sort of like I don't know. I'll see. I mean, it's so hard to know until I'm like doing the actuals too. Like,
Yeah.
I'll start moving all these around, I guess. So I don't think any of these will end up being the actual size. Um,
I mean, we could also do it as like a skinny panel that's like kind of over top of a wide, of like the wide shot underneath it. So
yeah,
you kind of get the full sense of like the entire backyard, but it's kind of covered by that hidden lounging panel.
yeah, that's true. What yeah, I'll just start drawing in panel 3. We can, if we fit.
Yeah, I feel like 4 is just sort of a tight up on him if you do like the eye roll.
Yeah,
Because I think if you kind of screw up his face a little bit and like stick his eyes, like close his eyelids slightly and like put them to the top of his head, but I think it would sell it. I think it's just sort of that like, all right, it's sort of that mid eye roll. But yeah, I know what you mean about about like it just sort of can feel like he's just looking in that direction.
or like I'm drawing it like he's dead.
I think it definitely have to sell it with like the mouth, where it's kind of like twisted up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like one side's kind of up near his nose a little. But I mean, that one definitely doesn't have to be huge.
Yeah, I mean, we could. I think again too, because like what if it's that's that? I think there's a lot to that eye roll.
Yeah.
So then I don't know.
I mean, I would even say like whatever pose you take from that first one, just like bring it down, blow it up.
Yeah, I think I'm blowing up too much still. I think we still sort of let him breathe in the shot. I don't know. So I mean, I guess if we have all this for establishing, I know you wanted like a wide shot, but it's sort of like a wide vertical. I don't know.
You know, it's kind of a little weird. That's why I feel like because right now they're kind of split. Like as far as like it's a little bit bigger than the left one. I think you could probably go smaller with that left one. Like as far as thinner goes and still get the point across.
What if we like? Do you really want? Do you want that Jim being the first one? Like Cloud then Jim?
I mean, not necessarily, but I mean, why?
Because I'm just like, I mean, we could do like, or even if this is Jim, I mean, you got a lot of room. Like this could be the whole Jim shot, and you get way more balcony.
The bigger angle.
Yeah, I mean, it could still be the exact same pose as this,
Yeah.
but you just kind of you get a lot of left right room. Then you sort of widen out, and you get that wide shot. This is whatever angle of the TV, Gramps, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then you just do
I mean,
like
the top can be a lot thinner too.
yeah. That might just make it easier to get in. And then it just sort of reads top down. Like you got Sky, him looking at it, pulling back to see the whole scene, zooming back in for his eye roll, sliding over to see Cracker's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the sky can be really thin. I don't
Yeah,
have my
it doesn't have to
comics
be-
near me.
Don't need a lot of space around it.
And then Elliot just wander off.
Yes, but that sounds good.
Let's see. I think too it'll be fun to you could oh yep. um you could have the panel reach up out of the bottom, like so it kind of flows.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Full bleed.
Um,
It would kind of be from like Jim's armpit, kind of looking toward the edge,
yeah.
or like,
Oh
or
wait.
like just a few of the crackers in the foreground.
Oh, okay. So you're thinking like we've moved the camera around. So then
Yeah.
is this the porch edge at that point,
Yes.
or do I need to do it like a from like the like this angle?
It could be that. You could also just sort of like, no, you could almost like bisect almost straight across the the panel and have it coming up. I don't know if you want it like just coming up or like actually like kind of reaching around.
Yeah, I like if it's like this and you sort of
See it coming over the edge. Yeah, that works. Going back. That cracker continuity.
what is the next?
The next one would be like.
So does he get a cracker yet? Or, like I'm just wondering if like
He takes the whole sleeve.
oh, he's going for the whole sleeve.
Yeah.
So that wait, time here. Does he grab it in his panel later, or I see Jim raise his eyebrow as the hand in the crack? Oh, okay, so okay, yeah, it's like I mean the colors. We'll have colors to help with the consistency too, like to establish crackers.
Yeah.
And crackers.
Yeah.
Let me move this. Oop. I think too. Then it like that gives more room too that this sort of exists both. Like it sort of overlaps, but we can actually tie the bubble back to Grandpa, which
yeah,
might.
it could be. It can kind of go down. I mean, he's kind of be above him, but then you would actually see him down.
Yeah.
He has an actual line in 3.
Okay.
And then he also has an off-panel line in 5.
I mean, with this size,
But yeah, you could bring that edge up.
I mean, with this size too, because then you can really, let's see, you can sort of let this take that majority of that space. You could even like, maybe it's too confusing, but I mean, I guess you would technically see like, is he in a wheelchair or what's he in?
Yeah. We could even link those bubbles together, really. Like one could be off panel on 2, and then it links to the actual one that's pointed toward Grandpa in 3. Either
Yeah.
way,
How much dialogue does he have? He has.
the one in 3 is a lot longer.
Oh, the first one's pretty small.
Yeah.
I drew it much bigger than probably it would be. I mean, a small one like that, you're probably just gonna. This is an inch, I think, and so I think that's about the
Yeah,
size.
probably.
I guess it's like, do we want to hint at any of the scene around and the top of this panel?
I don't feel like you need to if you're gonna like pull out to like a wide shot for that third one.
Yeah.
But I think you could cut it close. I mean, I guess the issue is that you end up having that like ton of dead space.
Well, because I can,
Well, I guess it would be just sort of rotate him.
yeah, because we can really lounge him out then.
I mean, like the fact that we're gonna establish where he is and like the edge of it, he can be turned any direction really.
Yeah. I mean, we could have him, yeah. I think that'll look good. You have like one leg kicked up, the other one hanging off. You don't even. Well, I could pull out enough so that you can sort of see the crackers, but because we can rotate it, I think we could sort of center them.
Yeah.
Then like even that's gonna be like, I know you can't see actual size. Yeah, I could even zoom out. He's still gonna be pretty heavy detail, so we're really gonna be able to show, like if there's anything we want to show about his like shirt or
Yeah.
clothing or hair or anything to stand out, I think we can like reestablish Jim. Maybe try to get some. I think maybe facial expression is there to show that he's really happy for a moment or something.
Yeah. It's the calm before the storm.
Yeah. And then so we sort of do that one, and then we have wide shot. Yeah, what was the angle of this shot? I know there's sort of like a lot to get in at different angles, like the TV and the grandpa are like at opposing angles. Or did you just kind of want?
You don't need to see what's on the TV, so I think you could probably do so from that like top down I showed. You could probably pull it up, like go to like the bottom right corner maybe, and then like pull the camera up, so it's like a boom shot. Then you just have to establish the TV is there, and that Grampy's there in the wheelchair, and Jim's laying on the edge of the porch. You see the back of the trailer with the door.
All right, so if this is like, is this the porch and Gramps TV porch door? I guess tell me how to move the camera from there, or if I need to reverse it, or
So the one on the left, you had Gramps, yeah. So I would say like if you put the camera to that right corner.
is this the right corner?
But yes.
Okay.
Yeah. If you put it sort of there and then brought it up and even pulled it out from there a little bit so you could get a full view of it, just so that you could see like if Crackers grabs them and then heads to the left, like the corner of it that's not on frame right now,
Yeah.
goes that way and goes behind Gramps basically. I just want to like I think it would be helpful to get like the full layout of like the full porch.
So I'm actually more. Has this become the angle of the porch? And then this is the TV.
Yes.
This is Gramps, and this is Jim.
Yeah, but I think you would pull it out. I would pull it out wider than that. Like I'd make them. I don't think you need to like necessarily get the detail apart the fact that it is a TV and that you see him in the wheelchair. Yeah, like that. And then you're able to get like the back of the trailer there too.
And then like a sort of a 3/4 down.
Yeah.
I think how much room we need. So
Classic strategy game.
classic isometric. And then was there like railing or I guess
I had put one on there. I mean, it's sort of.
just
I don't think that's super important apart from just like safety standards. I had him like roll under the railing, but I think it's just kind of weird. It's just the fact that there's something that's kind of like enclosed. There's like the I would also say maybe put the stairs behind where the TV is, and then just like the lattice work goes just along the bottom of it. And I attach that link to the picture of the lattice stuff.
sorry, what do you mean by lat? Oh, like
Scroll down. There's like on the strip. There's a thing right there. That wooden lattice comment. Click on that. And there should be a link for it.
oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You just
It sort of like makes like a cage underneath the
yeah. But there's a hole at one point or
there's
two.
a hole on the side behind Rumpy.
But where he reached up, that means there's like a hole here too.
Well, no, he came out. So like I guess the question would be like, do we want to show Crackers here or just let the panel 5 be the that's the path he takes.
I would. I don't know.
You could like cheat him in the corner maybe. You could like hide him under like the sort of like just have him at the edge of the corner of the porch. Or it could just be we just show him we just show his hand and that's the reveal. I don't know.
I like him maybe sort of peeking around the corner right here. Um, does I'll have to look up. I forgot how we. I'll have to look up too how this shed kind of looked. But
Yeah, we never saw the back of the trailer. So we're building the backyard right now. The front yard doesn't have a big porch. I guess we could make that like a sliding glass door or whatever kind of door we want to make it.
yeah, I forget. Is she just looking through a screen door? Or is she then like outside or?
When she comes out, she just kind of like she's already out. She's kind of out the door when she like has her line.
Gotcha.
So yeah, she kind of sneaks up on them while they're not paying attention. adjustable awning. It's like striped.
I think I was drawing it like that sort of wavy plastic roof stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like I always see this just sort of the cheaper alternative to. I remember it in Arizona a lot. You just sort of got some shade, but not really much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it does need a
Really?
at least like on the sides. Maybe like the front was open, or that has to be kind of. I mean, if we sort of had.
I mean, you could have them and you just have like posts. Like it doesn't have to be like posts every so often. You just sort of have like one per side or two for the long side, maybe.
I think it's fine that it's like open, like they never really
Yeah.
got around to it, or
It's still under construction.
yeah, it's like they sort of home built what they could.
Yeah.
Is it you okay with like? I know I always get caught up on like this camera stuff. Like in this one, the camera's that way, and then it spins around, and it like.
Yeah. I mean, I was just thinking that technically, yeah. I mean, the fact we're just establishing it. Like you could flip that second one to where he's kind of turned more the same direction. But I mean, it could be too. Yeah, I mean, you could either pull in tighter on that first one, or we could flip it so he's kind of it's kind of going the other way. That would maintain it. Yeah, I mean that's the same. It would look the same.
All right. I'll make a. I think I'll do this angle too. I don't want to redraw it here, but I'll do this one like more top down. Like
Yeah.
I'm really seeing like you sort of yeah. I don't know. I'll play around with the angles. I don't want them to feel too similar, but
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah.
it to confuse someone either. I think it'd be funny too. I like seeing this in comics where you even see like the dotted line if he was more established, but we don't have to do that. I just kind of like when they even like spell out dotted lines for like the animals or things like that. But we don't have to do that one either.
Oh yeah.
Or show him as I guess you'd really want to establish his face to then pan out and show his eye on the prize.
Yeah.
If we wanted to, I guess we could always add a panel here too. I don't know how important the reveal part is, but add a panel with like a raccoon's face there just to kind of throw it in.
I think really the bigger reveal, because I think you only see like her tail when he does roll off the porch on 2. Yeah, maybe.
Because we've sort of already established that Crackers is around.
Yeah, I mean we know, but like the big reveal is like when he actually looks in the hole of the lattice and like sees her feeding the kid, like the baby. Like that's really the big reveal. So I don't know. Like you only see a little bit of his tail or her tail in panel 2 of page 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
I definitely don't have to. I can easily take this out later as we.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I kind of like it. Like you don't see it, you don't see anything there, and then suddenly there's this little black hand reaching up out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they'll even if the reader is confused, like they'll get an answer immediately on the second.
They don't have to wait very long. They'll see the tail, and they'll be like, "Oh, I know that raccoon."
Yeah, because they should be confused, like Jim is.
Yeah.
I think too. I'll make sure like tall grass, like they haven't mowed. I think originally we had like a lawnmower over here, and so I'll like pull. I'll just try to pull in anything that was on that side yard.
Yep.
I like the idea that the grass is one.
Yes.
Uh, all right. Let's see.
But I guess it would be pretty awesome if there was like a plug on the side of the trailer and like the extension cords are running across like the where the stairs come up. Like that's where it's plugged in. It's just out on the. It's just sitting on the it's just sitting on the ledge of the finished ledge of the porch, and the extension cords just run across
For
the
the for the TV.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, so you just want like.
I think you just have it sitting up on the railing.
Oh, you want up on the railing?
Yeah, I don't think it needs to have any sort of like furniture out there or anything.
Yeah, I just figured it's like one of those old ones with the legs already on it.
I like that they like in my mind they brought it from inside.
Yeah, yeah.
They just put it on the like put that up on the railing.
I like the milk crate look too. So we kind of got that on the railing. Then we kind of got. And the door would already be sort of ajar to hold.
This is an enormous trip hazard.
And then. I'll draw them with a blanket so I don't have to draw legs.
Yeah. That's why Roosevelt wore it.
I don't want my artist friends to have to draw my legs.
Little known fact.
I'm gonna have to use some 3D software for these angles.
No.
Oh well, shit! I flipped him. So. Yeah, I get the idea of this shot. I can move on. My goal isn't to.
Yep. You got it.
Alright. That's the important part. Those crackers. Those crackers. I guess too here on this, I need to keep this speech bubble because I really need to draw the like. I mean, we could put the bubble there in between the panels.
No, I think you could put it up in that top left corner and just have it like going off panel. Like the tail will just go off panel. Let me see who's talking in the next one.
Look who's talking.
Yep.
Ooh. Make these bigger.
Yeah. Might have to end up extending that porch out to give everybody enough space to move around.
Maybe if I draw like I don't know if like how you know how a dog wears out the grass around like an area.
This is so kind of beaten down.
Like she's always just stealing.
That's the way she comes in and out.
Yeah.
Just a little dirt trail there.
Yeah, I might try that. That might be hard, or we can.
That might be just a color thing.
Well, let Sam deal with it.
Yeah.
Would I guess going back to camera angles, would this then be good, or would we want to? Does it make more sense for that, or to flip it?
No, I think that's fine. I think the eye roll you'd probably want to flip, but I think the practice hand is fine.
There's like a good cartoony way to I don't know. I still like the three dots.
Yeah.
I know,
And
like,
he has a line there too.
oh, that's true.
I mean, that kind of helps with the eye roll, where it's like, I know. Yeah, I know.
Oh, was that originally there?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. All right.
You could also three dot in between that. You could break it up where it's like, I know Grant beat dot dot dot. I know. Like that adds to the eye roll.
Oh yeah, and then he has
Then there's another off panel line for that one.
Do you want to? I can do like multiple boxes, like this, and then so we can sort of string them along, or at least like I think at least two or three. It'd be cool, like put that I feel it in its own box.
Yes, on some of these, I would definitely want to break them up.
All right.
Like, I feel like we're getting like I think if you did from this to Jimbo, and then we're getting close to the end times is one, and then I can feel it as another one.
You said this.
Maybe like I would say from the start of it to Jimbo is kind of one longer one, and then we're getting close to the end times as its own, and then I can feel it as its own. I mean, I guess you can make that first this its own, but it just feels like unless it's a lot bigger, it feels like it'd be really small compared to the rest of it. I guess you could do one, two, you do four, maybe. Like this, the hand basket, mark, words, no. Yeah.
All right, one page done.
Yeah.
Ship it.
Good. That it feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I'll do a lot of raccoon paw studies.
I did include a video of them walking upright in there. Wherever there were artistic references needed, I tried to add them
Nice.
as comments.
Those caterpillar brows. His outfit right now, I mean, just shirt, same as, well, slightly a bit different of last time. Just basically summer clothes.
Yeah. Yeah. Shorts, shirt.
All right. Cool. Erase that because I don't know what it was. You know, I think too, because like what this feels tight. And backpack can really be over here somewhere. This will be the direction of the thing. I thought these go faster, but I guess these are pretty well established. Like, really, I'll just have to look up references and get into the details at this point. Jim raises the eyebrow as the hand and the cracker disappear.
Yeah, that one I was trying to think like you'd rather you can't really do both of those things. So that's either a raised eyebrow. Like,
I
unless
mean,
you had like a foreground with like the hand with the hand holding the like kind of from the edge of the porch looking back at him.
I mean, this is where I kind of want to use like 3 or 4 action panels, I guess. Like show the paw again, like show the paw pretty much grabbing the thing. Show Jim's face. Show the paw pretty much leaving with the crackers kind of going over the thing and some spilling, and then showing like an eyebrow. Like I would do like a 4 panel action shot to show the motion.
Like across the top.
Yeah.
So I was thinking if you did like in the foreground you saw like the tube of crackers in the hand.
Yeah.
Like from like the camera was kind of level with the edge of the porch, and in the background you kind of see Jim with his eyebrow raised. So it's like clearly that the crackers are like not laying on the porch anymore. They're in a hand, in the black hand, and it's like off of the porch now. And you see his reaction to that.
Oh, that's
I think
a tough shot. I get what you're saying, but I guess it'd have to be like the hand is really in the foreground and the camera's tight on it, so you don't even see below that hand.
Yeah, you don't. I don't. I mean, I don't think you need to. I think you just like it's taking it and it's.
I mean, in that case, you're talking like that's. In that case, Jim's sort of back here in blurry. I don't know what face he has. Like that? Or
Yeah. Try the action cameras. Let me see that. I think you have that in your head. Let me see how that works out.
all right. I'm trying to think what's important here. So you saw the crackers. I feel like it's a new page. So I don't know. It's like this could be 3 or 4, depending on if we start on a face or another repeat of the hand. I need to double check too whether 4 feels too tight.
You could probably do 3.
So I'm thinking, just
like I wonder if you did like hand grabbing the crackers, eyebrow raised, and then like you just see like the top of the crackers going past the edge of the porch. I don't know if you need to see him. You don't need to see Jim twice, because then you're going to see him in the next panel.
so it's like I probably don't need all this height either.
Or you could even start. Maybe you could even start with the eyebrow raise, like he sees, like because we see the hand in that last shot. So maybe he sees it when we see it. So like we start with the eyebrow raise, and then like the second one has just the hand. The hand's got the crackers and it's pulling it down.
I'm gonna try this one real quick.
Okay.
I like the idea of him like sort of clawing at it and like
feeling around without looking.
Yeah.
It's Kind of pulling it toward the edge, closer to the edge.
Then let's see. Where was it? Player. Let me see. I don't like the same. And then what we got? So then. I don't know what his mouth would be doing here. Then
Yeah, make the thing go now.
I don't know if I always like keeping the background the same, but I think I might then pull it down to then show. Let's see. That was where his thing was. You play around with it to make sure it still feels like a raccoon and not a human hand, but
Maybe the breathing.
yeah. Maybe I could keep the line where it was, and then you see less of the hand.
I think I tend to do like the two-handed hold.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to find like a picture of them trying to holding something with one hand.
They really do. I mean, I don't think. Maybe I could show both at that point. Like, Let me look at their little weird claw hands.
They don't really have a thumb.
Yeah, I thought they did.
I mean, they've got five digits, but like, I don't think it's an actual like opposable thumb. The picture of them holding hands. There isn't no one holding a marshmallow.
I think that worked. I don't know. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts? I mean, I'll definitely play around with like funnier hand movements or whatever, but
Yeah.
I like that. I think it sort of shows.
And then I think you could probably just have him like sort of put the camera on the ground, kind of equal with the lattice, and then just have Jim kind of landing on the ground. So you see like the like it's pointed toward the far edge of the porch.
Wait,
So you kind of see like behind Jim
behind Jim.
as he's like landing on the ground. That's after he's rolled off,
Yeah.
and then like you see the tail kind of poking out around the corner, and maybe like a few crackers like along the path.
So I'm sort of, the porch is on the right of the frame. I'm looking down the path. I'm looking
Yeah.
at like Jim's back as he's rolled off.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I still got
That would
three,
be
four, five. I got four more panels after this.
That would be two. Well, what's listed as two. And then three is the discovery of the hole. Four is inside the hole looking out. And then five is looking inside the hole.
And then six.
Six is then him standing up. I mean, six.
I would think that's an important one that maybe needs more room. Like you kind of want him standing up, because he's kind of like not been paying attention,
Yeah,
and then you kind of have.
that's when he's looking at the TV.
Yeah, I kind of want to give that one quite a bit of room to then. I mean, I guess it doesn't need to be full panel, but I like the idea of like you kind of get this. I guess this is where the railing is, but he's below the railings. I don't know if like this is the actual railing. I'm doing jazz hands. I don't know.
I mean, he doesn't even have to be like. I think it's not even. He's not even really paying that much of attention of it, even when he stands up.
Okay.
He's just kind of like now he's looking at TV because Grampy's exclaiming things.
So
Let me look at what he's yelling about. Because there's something that's clearly caught his specific interest instead
oh
of his
yeah, I thought
general.
that was him yelling 10 million's grandpa. So he's just more not super excited.
What's this now? What's going on up here?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that doesn't need like a whole thing. It's not a big review. It would be funny to see Grandpa's face because we haven't seen it. Because then I could almost even do like
Well, if you should see it. You see it at the in panel one of page 3.
oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. You're trying to create that shot in panel page 3.
Yeah, with like him in the foreground and him in the back. I mean, you could even flip that if you wanted to. It's not super important that we see Jim's face, but you could even go behind him to see it like Jim's back in the foreground, Grampy in the midground, and the TV in the background,
You
so
know,
that the panel that first panel of page 3 is almost the reverse.
I kind of like what if like because we've got him in this zone, heads down. It would be funny if like you get. Let me cut this and hide it. Like I like the. It'd be funny if he like Jim even hit his head on the like the porch, and so like all you kind of because you could just have the 10 mil part and not the other line yet, and then he sort of like bonks his head, and then you sort of I really like that page 3 like you get Grampy in like the foreground right in disgust, and then back left, then you could kind of have Jim then kind of up looking through the railing sort of rubbing his head or something, but it
Yeah,
kind of lets you keep into this whole journey of just Jim and the raccoon on this page, and it just sort of ends with the 10 million shout.
yeah.
I don't know, just an idea. I could definitely, I could fit all this in, anyways, so we don't have to do that. I like too though that it would then put that. Well, let me see what the dialogue.
Yeah, I added that. I added that dime a dozen one back. Originally there was the 2 announcer lines right there.
That Siri line. You could end $10 million here, sort of end this page, this full page on a cliffhanger, and then start the next page on those things were a dime a dozen after the war to continue it. On the top left, show like Jim in the background, Grampy disgusted on the foreground, and then get the rest of the dialogue in there.
Yeah, you got. There's a lot of dialogue in that one for sure.
I think though it then lets that
You have the rest of that line plus that actually line plus Twyla's burst. So I mean, like, yeah, I agree with you. I think you could have it like be a large long panel so that you get them.
yeah.
You get Grampy foreground, Jim background, and then you have space for the burst on the right, and you have a lot of space for those other two dialogue bubbles.
Yeah. I think I'm peaking on this audio. Anyways. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Do you want to do that, or what do you want to...
Yeah, we can do it. That'll work.
Alright, so what do I...
I think it gives you more space to play around with those other panels, because otherwise I think it's going to be too crowded.
So what do we got now? So now we got the rolling off, which doesn't need a full...
You just have a Grampy line off the panel line for it.
I got 3, 4. I got the POVs. I guess I don't need too much width for the roll off.
No, you could get that. You can get away with like a square on that. Just sort of how tight of an angle you go from like, yeah, how much you want to show that's not the path.
What if... Can I fit... Can I be doing this, or never know about like a vertical within two. I don't know if I can be doing this or playing around with something there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that works. I mean, and then that gives you space to have a pretty decent shot. Like, you even make that 10 mil panel maybe a little bit smaller to like give you more space, because I think that reveal of the panel 5 one of like the crackers and the baby,
Yeah.
that's probably one you kind of want the biggest.
So this is like the roll off.
No, I don't even know if you need to do the roll off. Like, I think you could cheat that as far as action goes and just have it be the landing.
The landing.
Yeah. So you just put them in like that, sort of like, yeah, that crouch next to it, and then I think you have to make him a little bit smaller, but then you see sort of down the line of the porch toward the very corner where you kind of see that tail peeking out.
Oh, so I need to give him like a little more room.
Or like, yeah, kind of turn him a little bit more.
Turn him
3/4 to his
This
to
way?
like open him up to the left, I guess.
Oh, because you kind of want the.
You can see down
You kind of want that.
the switch. Yeah.
Okay.
Just so you have that space to
Yeah.
kind of get the tail in.
Let's see. What's a raccoon tail? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm on the. Yeah. Can make it work. I'm just not sure yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
And then what? What do we got? We got. Oh, and I gotta remember all the bubbles.
Yeah, there's a bubble for that one. Should work at the top.
So how much? That's a good amount of text, I guess. But the bubbles are sort of going through. Oh, it's alternating.
Yeah, it's TV announcer and the.
We're into color grandpas a different way, or like make it wavy.
I think his would just be like a normal one. I think the TV announcer one would be the one that you want it to be like some sort of standard, or even just in the rough.
I don't know. I just want to really help clarify to the reader that that's grandpa and then that's TV.
Yeah.
Like if grandpa always has like wavy because older voice or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we've done TV. We've done specific bubbles for TV and like the radio voices.
Yeah, or even if his font's a little different, just like he has an old cigarette voice or something. I don't know. I don't know. All right, cool. Jim peeks around the corner of the porch. So where's the camera at here?
So that would be to just be able to see the hole in the lattice.
So it's now around the corner.
Now you're down at the end of that corner where the tail is. But you've got to have to cheat it enough to be able to have the kind of angle to see the hole in
No, this was the lattice.
But I think maybe it's like along that side of it, maybe not right at the corner. But I mean, it's gonna be hard to show from like a normal, like an angle. I guess unless you pulled it out wider. Um,
Yeah, I'll move in a second. I think we can get the size about right. This is loosely the whole area. And then this is.
yeah.
I mean, I'll probably zoom out even more.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about like it kind of equal with because of where he stands up. If he's kind of a little bit close to Grampy, as far as the porch location goes, like wherever he stands up, so that Grampy's in the foreground, he would be in the background, is about where the hole would be. But I don't know how you would convey that to be able to see him kind of seeing it, but not, you know. Like I really like that angle. It's a really good shot.
Well, what if he keeps moving? Like this isn't. This is just where he first sees the hole, right?
And then the next one would be sort of in the hole looking out. So you kind of have like the hole around, so sort of dark on the sides, with him kind of peering into it. Would be the next panel.
All right. So, what sort of slight angle am I kind of? Is this the like rough cam?
I would have it almost like the it's sort of the POV from Crackers almost. So like you could set the camera like back under the porch and just show it straight out.
Okay.
And he's kind of like leaning down and peering into the hole. So like it's kind of just dark around the sides. And you have like it's kind of a wood frame around it.
I can give it more. I play around, but I think that's the general
Yeah.
idea.
Yep. And then just have him kind of carry in.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of face I'm giving him. Yeah, I feel like he'd be squinting to kind of look in. I don't know. Maybe it's just. What face are you thinking there?
I think it would just be, you know, he's just curious at this point. I mean, really, like, I think I would be kind of afraid. Personally, I'd be kind of afraid to like look at a hole that I know that there's a raccoon in, and but as far as I know, there's only one way out.
Yeah, yeah.
Be a little hesitant.
Yeah, that's good enough for now. All right, and then what we got? Let me see. I'm just holding it up. Yeah, it feels pretty good. I think, yeah. I think you can definitely zoom out some and get. I don't quite know yet what to fill with, but see a little more of the porch.
Yep.
All right, and then we got. Oh, I got. Sorry.
Then it's sort of the POV.
I need to zoom out. I need to zoom out anyways to fit all this stuff.
Yeah.
That would be the TV one, huh? Wait, it's Gramp, TV announcer.
American TV announcer is that, yeah, that one.
And then we got another Grant. And then a big.
Oh yeah, that that looking out one has a real big. Well, I mean, I guess it could go over that right side.
Well, Grampy would go over this right side, right? Like
Wait,
Grampy.
you mean for the corner one?
Yeah.
Or that
Oh,
one?
the
That one
Infinity.
has a TV announcer line in it.
Do what?
That one only has a TV announcer line in it, but it's pretty sizable.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
You need two of them. You can split it.
I'm thinking this could be the Infinity News while he's looking, and then looking out from the hole, we see Jim crouched down, peering under the porch. Jim's POV sees crackers.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. He wasn't supposed to take the whole sleeve.
Why? Oh, it says still holding the sleeve of crackers.
No, Jim takes them with him. Like, cause he tosses them to her. I mean, we don't have to. Like, it could be fine. Like, he could just be looking. But I think that was sort of like the friendship where he like gives her the rest of them. Like, I think she only takes like the crackers that are laying out, and he rolls off with the sleeve of crackers himself. Like, he takes it with him
Okay.
and then tosses it to her. When he sees that there's a baby there.
Hmm. I liked his hand on the thing, but I want to show.
I mean, could you have his hand there and then have him holding it in his left hand and one where he's peeking around the corner? Or it's just kind of like sticking up to the bottom of the panel?
Yeah.
Or that's his left hand and the one where he's looking in. You can kind of show it in that one too. You just need to show it like in one of them, I think.
All right. So looking out from the hole in the wood, we see Jim Crouch peering down, still holding. Well, maybe I could do it like this. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. pull this panel out even more anyways. Like that.
Yes. That switches hand though in that last one, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, also, it doesn't necessarily have to be in that last one too. Like, we know he has it. We've seen it in 2 panels.
I mean, is there a point where we show it to show that it's an offering? Otherwise, I feel like.
Okay, well, in this next one, we kind of see crackers, and it kind of gets just lopped in. Like, it kind of, that's one of the things in there, is that, like, it kind of, you see, like, you see some lines as it kind of, like, hits the ground. You know, it tosses it in.
So where do we on?
So the next one is Jim POV inside underneath the porch.
So we got 2 panels left, right?
Yes. Well, yeah.
Maybe he's bonking his head. Did you need another one, or?
I don't think so, because I think you can do it. I mean, like, if he comes up on the reverse shot of the panel 1 on page 3, if that works, if that goes in. I just thought of something, but, well, I guess it's not in that.
What's that?
Well, like, this isn't a 2-page spread either.
Uh-oh.
Right. Because that left one is a right page.
Had you been preparing, like, had you planned,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You look at the Trello, I have it called out which the pages are.
Okay, so this will actually be going into an interior. This will, This is the left
The
side.
white page is left side, yeah.
All right, hold on real quick. All right. All right. So now back to James. So we would go like in over the shoulder shot.
You could do over the shoulder, or you could do just sort of his POV, so it would just be under what he's seeing under the porch. So like, if you didn't want to like get into like the whole part of it, you just like actually punch in closer and you just sort of see tractors under there with the baby and all the other junk that's underneath the porch.
Okay. So, like, this would sort of be how much junk am I like? Is this about the size of crackers?
Yeah, I mean, I think her and the baby should be the predominant portion of it, but you also, I think, need to give a little space. Probably make them smaller than that, actually. Like, just be, but there's some sort of distance between Jim and them. They're not like right there. They're kind of back with the junk.
How many babies?
Have one.
Just one. Is that how raccoons have? Do they have litters?
I don't know what kind of like litter it would be.
Gotta do your research.
Babies. Mm-hmm. Usually give birth to 1 to 6 baby chicks in April or May. Mothers are very protective of their young until they separate after about a year. So one's not out of the norm.
I think 3 would be interesting for what's coming.
Yeah.
No spoilers on this YouTube.
So if we're watching this, then we're spoiling the entire issue.
You're just slowly reading it as we draw it.
Yeah.
Let's look at a little baby raccoon. You know what? I'm gonna cheat for now. What?
Seems like an adult raccoon to smell.
That's movie magic. Can't erase.
Then I think we kind of have like the sleeve of crackers being tossed in the general direction with like some motion lines and the thud. Or not, it's not. Crackers don't thud.
What'd you want? Is there specific ones you wanted?
No, not really. Just stuff you would find underneath the porch. Sort of been left there. Old stuff that's not being used anymore.
The idea that she collected it?
No, they were still under there.
Oh, okay.
But there probably is a door to get under there, but they don't really use it.
Let me know if there's anything specific you want that'll like tie it into that time or location. I think if
Yeah, I mean, I think I put the, let's see what there, garden roses, back pots, lawn ornaments, lawn darts. That's a old one.
or lawn darts.
They're giant darts that you would throw up in the air toward a target until it was deemed unsafe because they were landing in people's heads.
Oh, cool.
It's like a long game from the 70s. I guess they're still selling them, but they're weighted now. They used to have like actual like spikes in them that would go into the ground.
It's like reminds me of that SNL old SNL skit where they have the bags of glasses, toys, and all that.
Yeah. That's your standard bag of glass. Yeah.
Now he teaches us about aliens. Yeah, I like that. I think that'll be good. It'll be cool because we can really let coloring to be like dark blues for all the garbage and kind of let them shine with like some lights kind of hitting them or like through the...
Yeah, it's kind of like dappled or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that line. But yeah, I think we do a cool color thing there. Panel 6. Or wait.
For that one, we were going to do the head hit with the $10 million, right? But as protective as that mama raccoon is with its babies, and his sudden movement would be on Amazon.
Yeah, she likes him. That's the bond.
We gave her. Oh, don't forget the package or the cracker roll hitting the ground there.
Yeah, I get what you're. Yeah,
Like, if we, yeah, it would be nice if we had like the space to like let that sit. Like unless we want to use this last panel to do that and not do the head hit, but just have the exclamation. So like
all right, let's play that out. So what?
either puts it as like a leaves it as sort of like an offering, just sort of like gives it to them, or tosses it in there, or while you have that either exclamation or that full line.
Just yeah, it feels confusing in my head, like conveying that he tossed it to him.
I mean, if you saw it like hitting the ground, if you had like some like impact lines on the ground, or some lines coming off of the tail of it, it was kind of like still kind of standing up, not necessarily standing up, but kind of at an angle.
This is one of the motions where I feel like dialogue really helps, like him whispering, like "Shh, don't tell anyone, or I won't tell." I don't know. Yeah, I get it. I don't know if like people immediately get what he's doing without.
Like a looks like you might need these more than I do.
Yeah, like even
Or something like here's something for helping me out the other day.
yeah, because I think like I know there's a lot of other dialogue going on, but I think even if like here's the because we see him and here's the dialogue where he does that, and I guess the question is how do we fit the rest of the Grandpa TV in the in betweens, and then I think just call out like I think you need these crackers, or yeah, whatever dialogue works that makes it obvious, and then I'll redraw this one and clear out this part, and then
There's a decent line for that panel too. This is the issue with this is that there's like so much exposition going on with this additional like non uh, dialogue driven story element. So baby bits are saying.
this is right hand reaching in. Let's see. Oh, deleted the baby. You could definitely. I mean, I know as far as the exposition, I mean, we actually got a good amount of room up top, or I could like move. Let me go full. We could either start the grandpa TV dialogue up top, or I could all those top boxes I could squish quite a bit more and give more room for kind of like some in between, like maybe in between the panels, you could really see the grandpa TV back and forth to really indicate that they're not a part of what he's doing.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out how much total, how many total additional boxes are there? I mean, that still feels pretty good for an action panel. I could
Yeah.
even pull it down. The boxes could still all touch, and there's just a bit more white room, and then I don't know. There's sort of a few ways we could take. So we got. Let me erase this original grandpa and TV. How many do we have total? So we have grandpa.
Yeah, the Grampy on the during the action part, people used to want to do it right. Nowadays, doesn't used to get because this doesn't get the most attention. Then there's another Grampy in the reckoning line for the roll off one. Then we got an announcer and Grampy for peeking around the corner. Then another announcer that's pretty sizable for looking in the hole, plus the chin line. Then another announcer that's pretty sizable on the trackers panel. And then we have the $10 million line.
It's a pretty big box, anyways. Let me see. The box would probably be about that. I don't need all that height either here. Oh. So she should feel kind of closed in, anyways.
Yeah.
Let me go back out the. It's still, I mean, it's still pretty decent size.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could probably fit it in. I just want you to have those bubbles so that you know where you can shoot.
Yeah. All right, so we got people used to want.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big one. It's like 2 sentences.
That kind of goes over the top three.
So we got people what they want. And we could do, but there's probably
Yeah. And we've got two. You got Grampy and Monster.
Hmm. Let me go full. Let me. Yeah, it's tough. I'm not quite sure where to put all these.
Yeah, you could put the second one there, and then we could maybe do like the TV announcer on that the fall off panel, the roll off panel,
Yeah.
and then do the follow Grampy line kind of across those two. Yeah, TV one sort of there, or they. The TV one's pretty small.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's not super long. It's not one of the bigger ones. So maybe keep it to the left side, and do Grampy across the right side of that panel onto the keep around the corner one. We're gonna take use of that top part that doesn't have anything. Yeah. And then we got that one. That one can be that area plus Jim's line. And then for 5, that just kind of needs the top of that. Yeah, like that area up there in that corner. Yeah.
Um. And then when it's like. know, something like that, or
Yeah.
yeah, figure it out later. I don't know. Maybe it's better to do it again where you like this panel.
Yeah. Is it there? And you see his face when he hits it then?
Yeah. It just doesn't seem impactful here. There's not. I don't know how to really make sure to indicate that his hit his head on the edge. Just. Maybe that.
Yeah.
Maybe the oof's not needed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I could zoom out too and even have like the head of crackers. I don't know.
Mm.
I don't think it needs to be this tight, at least.
Yeah.
I'll work on it more later. But yeah, I like that. I don't know.
Yep. No.
I think that page reads well. All right, we're 2 hours in of recording.
2 pages down.
All right, so we're looking at 1 page per draft. I still feel pretty good about this. I mean, like, I really just have to get references now. And I mean, I feel like in the past there was way more like reconfiguring. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I feel like both of those feel good.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'll show.
I don't know, but this is like probably one of the harder like sequences.
Yeah. I definitely read this, and this was the hardest for me to envision. I think the rest, I was a lot more like, okay, I get it. I can see how I can fit all these in.
Yeah.
I think this is good. I mean, we fit a ton of panels on here, but I think it still feels, it reads well to me.
Yep.
we got two. We got our wave. We got our wave of dialogue. Then our wave. So that reads well in my mind.
Yep.
As long as I keep them in the right boxes, so they don't try to mentally read into the next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with this. I like the establishing shot. I'll work on the eye roll. I like the paw appearing at the end. I think I'll probably just spend a lot of time on some of these just to get this feeling right. This panel will definitely take some time. I want to. These angles are kind of tough. All right, cool. That's a wrap then.
Yep.
All right, cool. I'm gonna stop recording.